Long before modern cities, before technology, and before the world learned to hide emotions, there lived a boy named Qays. He was not born mad. He was not born a legend. He was just a boy, until he saw Layla. They first met in a desert school, where children gathered to learn poetry and writing. The sun was bright, the air warm, and the sand stretched endlessly around them. Layla sat quietly, her eyes lowered, her voice soft. Qays looked at her, and something changed. He didn't understand it, but from that moment the world felt different. He started sitting near her. He began writing poetry about her eyes, her voice, her silence. Soon, everyone noticed. Qays wasn't like other boys anymore. He didn't play. He didn't laugh. He only wrote, and every word was Layla. One day, a student found his notebook. It was filled with her name. Layla, 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 written hundreds of times. The teacher saw it. The students whispered. News reached their families. And that was when everything changed. Layla's father became furious. "This is shameful," he shouted. "My daughter will not be part of this madness." Layla was forbidden from seeing Qays again. She was taken away.
No goodbye. No explanation.
Just distance. Qays went to school the next day, and her seat was empty. He waited. Another day, empty. Another week, empty. His heart slowly broke. He started wandering outside her house, calling her name, writing poetry in the sand, crying under the burning sun. People began to whisper, "He has lost his mind." They started calling him Majnun, the mad one, the lover who lost himself in love. But Majnun didn't care. He no longer cared about food, or sleep, or the world. He walked into the desert, barefoot, talking to the wind, writing Layla's name on rocks, reciting poetry to animals. Even the desert became his home. Meanwhile, Layla was locked inside her home. She heard stories about Majnun, how he wandered alone, how he spoke her name endlessly. Tears filled her eyes. She loved him too, but she had no power, no voice, no choice. Years passed. Layla's family arranged her marriage to another man. She cried. She refused. But in those times, love had no place. She was forced to marry. On her wedding night, she sat silently, her heart broken. She belonged to someone else, but her soul was still Majnun's. Majnun heard about her marriage. For a moment, he stopped breathing. Then he smiled. Not a happy smile, a broken one. "She is happy," he whispered. "That is enough." But he never stopped loving her. Not even for a second. Time passed slowly. Layla grew weaker. Her heart was tired. Her body followed. One night, under the quiet sky, she whispered his name, Majnun, and her eyes slowly closed. Forever. News reached the desert. Majnun was sitting alone, drawing her name in the sand. A traveler told him, "Layla is gone." Majnun didn't cry. He didn't scream. He just stood up and walked. He walked until he reached her grave. He fell beside it, placed his hand on the sand, and whispered, "I am here, Layla." The wind blew softly. The desert was silent, and Majnun never moved again. He died beside her. They were finally together, not in life, but in love. Broken heart, some love stories don't end with marriage. Some end with legends. And Layla and Majnun was the love that turned a man into madness, and madness into immortality.